Problem on D'Alembert's principle. Now, a block 5 kg of mass resting on the floor. Let us visualize in terms of diagram. A block is resting on the horizontal floor. Let us write it in terms of given data like this. M is equal to 5 kg. Next, back to the question. Is pulled by a horizontal force capital P. Now, this block is pulled by a horizontal force capital P like this. Back to the question. At an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Now the block is pulled with an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Now that acceleration is written below the given data. Next, back to the question. If the coefficient of friction between the floor and the block is 0.25, because the block is moving on the horizontal floor, there will be a frictional force which will be acting between the block and the floor, and hence the coefficient of friction will be there. So the value for that is given as 0.25, and let us write it here in given data. Next, the question is all about calculate the force capital P. Now they are asking what is the value of this P in order to pull this block at an acceleration of 5 meters per second square. Now the question is P is asked. Now let us go for the free body diagram. Free body diagram indicates the forces are drawn ignoring the rigid body. Okay. Now duplicating the block and rod here. The next step, I am choosing the horizontal coordinate system like this, so that on the right hand side it is positive of x, and the left hand side it is negative of x. Similarly, the vertical coordinate system here, it indicates in the upward direction is positive and in the downward direction as negative. First, this capital P is taken here, which is the force responsible to pull the block. Of course, we can take it from the center point. Next, the frictional force, which will be acting against the direction of motion. Okay, frictional force will be present whenever the block is moving on the floor. Moreover, it will be acting against the direction of the movement. Hence, I am indicating it in the left hand side, towards left hand side. Okay, and indicating in terms of F suffix F. Next, normal force. This normal force will not allow the block to get down. Okay, there is a function of the normal force. However, this normal force will be acting 90 degree to the surface by which it is created. Here the floor is creating this normal force and it will be 90 degree to that surface. That is perpendicular and 90 degree. Anyhow, since it is acting towards the center of the coordinate system, we can take from the center point of the coordinate system so that it moves away like this. And next, the weight of the block. Okay, since the weight of the block will be acting towards downwards due to the gravity, I am taking from center point to vertically downward direction. Of course, since weight is not given and mass is given, we can calculate the weight from the mass with the help of acceleration due to gravity. So mass into acceleration due to gravity, and we get 49 Newton as weight. Okay, now we need to apply D'Alembert's principle. Since this question is all about D'Alembert's principle, and with this application of D'Alembert's principle, we are going to find out the capital P. So what is that all about means? That is according to D'Alembert's principle, in order to maintain the dynamic equilibrium condition in the problem, we have to apply the force, imaginary force against the movement of the body. Here the movement of the block is towards right hand side. So an imaginary force MA has to be applied against to the direction of force. So here this arrowhead indicates the imaginary force, and that imaginary force is nothing but MA. And of course we can take that from center point towards the other side like that. So since we have applied the D'Alembert's principle, now it is easy for us to implement the dynamic equilibrium condition. That is, sum of all the horizontal forces and sum of all the vertical forces is equal to 0. First, horizontal forces. So minus MA is the first horizontal force. Why I am placing the negative sign here means, since it is negative side of the x coordinate system, that is left hand side, minus Ff. Ff, that is frictional force, is also towards the left hand side, that is minus of horizontal coordinate system, plus P. Since it is moving towards the plus x, that is the positive coordinate of the horizontal coordinate system, I am taking the positive sign for P. So these three are the forces which are acting in the horizontal direction, and we can equate it to 0. And next, mass we have 5 and acceleration we have 5, so minus 5 into 5. And next, what about frictional force means? We don't know right now, so we have to calculate the frictional force. So according to the coefficient of friction definition, coefficient of friction can be written as the ratio of coefficient of friction to the normal force. That's how I am written here. So what we need is frictional force. So taking frictional force to one side and the remaining terms on the other side, we get like this. So frictional force is of course given in the question, so 0.25, but right now we don't know that N, which is normal force or reaction force. So we need to calculate the normal force or reaction force, which is denoted as N. So let us use the second equilibrium condition, that is all the vertical forces is equal to 0. So positive of N, that is normal force, is towards the positive direction of the vertical coordinate system, so plus N, and weight is another vertical force, but it is towards the negative direction of the vertical coordinate system, hence minus 49.05. So by equating we find the reaction force, which is 49.05 Newton. So taking that N here, we calculate the frictional force as 12.26. So which is what we need to substitute here. So taking that frictional force here and rearranging the terms, we get the force which is required to pull this block, which is 37.26 Newton. Okay, with this I end this video. Thank you.